Serenity West Pacific Company. Global Humanitarian and Sustainability Development. Project Overviews. Serenity West Pacific is an international technical and philanthropic, integrated project development group, providing asset risk management to energy, mining, aviation, agriculture, aquaponics and aquaculture sustainable ventures targeted at meeting the expanding needs of humanitarian sustainability and employment in logistically remote global areas of growth. The partners at Serenity West Pacific have been active in international markets for more than 30 years and have an established network of project and industry-wide contacts. As Indonesia develops, the demand for electrical energy has increased significantly. Coal resources are found in many parts of the country. Such coal-rich areas are ideally suited for mine-mouth power plants of varying capacities. A corporate group subsidiary holds coal mining concessions at Muara Enim and Banyuasin, South Sumatra. These concession areas have been targeted by the group for mine-mouth power generation as they have significant coal reserves and are in close proximity to the national electrical grid. The proposed power plant will have four 150-megawatt generators with a total capacity of 600 megawatts. A pre-feasibility study is currently being conducted on the project and negotiation of a power purchase agreement with PLN, the National Electrical Company, coal reserves certification and an environmental impact assessment. Dependent on the final location of the power plant, the estimated development cost is $1.345 billion with an employment potential of 800 to 1,000 jobs. The evolution of coal to ethanol has enabled the production of low-rank coal to become an environmentally friendly, profitable industry that creates long-term technology-related employment for sectors of the population living in remote areas. The proposed coal-to-ethanol plant is capable of producing high-grade ethanol, 190 and 200 proof ethanol at production capacity of 240,000 metric tons per year. The proposed location will be in the vicinity of the mine-mouth power plant where, together, both projects will generate employment for the local population along with services and food requirements. A market study and preliminary business plan have been completed confirming viability that will be followed in conjunction with the mine-mouth power plant coal reserves certification and environmental impact assessment and management plan. Estimated project development cost is $800 million, providing 600 to 800 jobs. Savings can be realized should the mine-mouth power plant and ethanol be developed jointly. These savings will be utilized as part of the corporate social responsibilities to further develop areas in the region of development. Steel is an important component of Indonesia's national infrastructure development. The group's West Caucasus iron sands deposit has a high yield, approximately 60% total iron content along with a significant titanium oxide component of approximately 8%. Located at West Caucasus, the 4,827-hectare mining concession is in close proximity to geothermal energy resources that can be utilized to generate electrical energy for an appropriately sized smelter to refine the major components of the deposit. An initial geotechnical report has been completed that has yielded iron reserves of approximately 127.4 million metric tons and titanium oxide reserves of 32.1 million metric tons. Exploration work continues to be conducted and is expected to yield additional reserves of both the major components. Appraisal work has been completed and an environmental impact assessment continues. Pre-feasibility studies will cover onshore and offshore development of the mine estimated at $500 million in conjunction with a smelter estimated at $300 million for a total estimated development cost of $800 million along with 1,500 to 2,000 employment opportunities. An existing geothermal energy source located at Lahandong is approximately 30 kilometers inland from the iron sands mine concession. The sustainable source of energy is planned to power the iron sands smelter with excess produced electrical energy to be fed into the national grid. A pre-feasibility study is in progress for this component of the mining, smelter and joint geothermal project. Current joint development cost is estimated at $750 million and 600 to 800 job opportunities. Many of Indonesia's provincial areas can be considered remote and deficient in supporting infrastructure. Given that there are considerable seas surrounding the islands of the archipelago, the long-endurance, hybrid airship will provide economical logistical support to humanitarian projects in remote locations. In addition, offer border control and maritime surveillance, search and rescue capabilities, disaster relief and environmental protection in the event of fires. Initial versions will be capable of carrying up to 18 passengers with 20-ton payloads. No conventional airport is required, only a flat land area of sufficient size to land a hybrid airship. The hybrid airship is significantly more economical than conventional aircraft or helicopters and can be considered as a fast ship, as opposed to a slow aircraft that does not require expensive seaport or airport infrastructure. Current project development cost is estimated at $800 million and initial employment opportunities for 500 to 750 aviation personnel. Indonesia contributes more than 50% of global seaweed resources, with only 23% being processed in-country into kerajinan. Most of the seaweed is exported to the Philippines, with processed kerajinan re-imported. World seaweed production was expected to reach 300,000 tons per year by 2018 at an annual growth rate of 15%. The process that has been developed converts the normally pollutant waste into valuable fertilizer, containing potassium, nitrogen and phosphate not found on many Indonesian islands. The cultivation of seaweed improves fish life and aids in the sustainability of coral reefs. The process, now proven and accredited on a laboratory scale, is at the phase of establishing fully operational, reduced-scale pilot plant that will be followed by full-scale operational plants strategically located throughout the Indonesian archipelago. The pilot project is located at Wakatobi, southeast Sulawesi, where detailed university marine life research studies continue to be conducted. The development cost is estimated at $5 million, with initial employment potential of 200 jobs increasing to 2,800. However, on a positive note, a significant portion of the supporting infrastructure is already in place. The 14 currently identified strategic locations are: Wakatobi, the pilot project, located in southeast Sulawesi; in North Sumatra, ITDEL University, Lake Toba, Sibolga, Pulau Telo; on the island of Java, Pelabuhan Ratu, Pulau Seribu and Situbondo; in central Indonesia, the island of Bali, the island of Sumbawa; in eastern Indonesia, Pulau Roti; in the South China Sea, Pulau Natuna; in north and northeastern Indonesia, North Sulawesi and Halmahera. With the decommissioning of a number of refineries in Australia, the strategic natural deep water port of Banyuwangi will provide close proximity to the Australasian, Pacific and Polynesian markets. A 600-hectare land area, part of a 2,000-hectare industrial zone at Bangkok, Banyuwangi has been zoned for a 300,000 barrels per stream day refinery by the Banyuwangi Regency. A bankable feasibility study was undertaken in 2007, however, an updated document is required that is to include an olefin plant. Included in the facility will be a tank farm and deep-water crude oil unloading and refined product export facilities. The development will also include an appropriately sized township for employee accommodation, educational institutions, shops, medical and recreational facilities. The local population will benefit through employment by providing services in support of refinery and port operations. The Banyuwangi Airport is located approximately 42 kilometers from the proposed refinery location. International flights are available from the international airport located at Denpasar, Bali. Total estimated development cost is approximately $12.15 billion, with an employment potential of 1,800 to 2,000 jobs. The group holds 2 gold mining concessions that are in the exploration phase. The 3,950-hectare Wari mine located in North Sulawesi in a known gold-producing area is located near an existing mine approximately 30 kilometers east of the concession. The second 6,758-hectare gold mine is located on Buru Island, Maluku Province. Initial exploration has indicated the presence of gold in the concession area. Development of the Buru Island mine will provide employment and infrastructural development to a remote area and population. The combined exploration and development phase of these mines is estimated at $50 million and an employment potential of 800 to 1,000 jobs. The group holds 2 primary coal mining concessions, located in South Sumatra. As previously mentioned, the Banyuasin mine is the prime candidate for both the coal-to-ethanol facility and the mine mouth power plant. Total development cost of the mines is estimated at $30 million and job opportunities for 2,400 to 3,600 people. Global lithium consumption rate increased by 10% per year between 2000 and 2008. With few alternatives within portable device demand, the industry is set in strong demand, particularly for lithium-ion batteries and lithium compounds. Through an affiliate company, the opportunity has arisen to participate in the development of 2 mines in South America, one in Chile and one in Peru, for a total development cost of $750 million and 1,200 to 2,400 employment opportunities. The Sawu Island manganese ore deposit is recognized as one of the single largest onshore commercial deposits in Indonesia, ranging from 38% to 55% purity with an average grade of 47.93%. Current measured reserves indicate 11.8 million metric tons with potential reserves in excess of 25 million metric tons. Sawu is one of many remote locations in Indonesia where the population is in need of employment and sustainable forms of income. Establishment of a mine and associated infrastructure will assist in meeting such requirements. In addition, rehabilitation of mined areas will provide much-needed freshwater reservoir storage for agriculture and domestic consumption. Project development cost is estimated at $25 million and employment potential for 1,000 to 1,200 employees. Located at the city of Ahmedabad, Gujarat State, India, on the recent Sabarmati River development, the charcoal wheel and associated complex will provide local employment and a London Eye-type tourist attraction to the city. A feasibility study has been completed and soil testing is in progress. Project development cost is estimated at $268.25 million with an employment potential for 1,800 to 2,000 people. Located in Chuncheon, South Korea, the development will provide a comprehensive, environmentally harmonic, residential, commercial, leisure complex and associated 5-star hotel to Chuncheon City, due in part to the destructive impact imposed on the city during the 1950 Battle of Chuncheon. The location is approximately 90 kilometers from Seoul, Gimpo International Airport to Chuncheon. A feasibility study and conceptual drawings have been completed that have generated an estimated development cost of $2.812 billion, creating an employment potential, during construction, of 1,200 positions, increasing to 6,500 when fully operational. Andhra Pradesh, currently the 8th largest state in India with a population of approximately 50 million people and capital located at Hyderabad, has legislated that a new capital city be created and operational by 2024. The exact location of the new capital is in the process of being determined and will have an estimated development cost of $2.5 billion with employment potential yet to be determined. Located at St. Lucia, In the Caribbean, at an idyllic tourist destination with unspoiled natural beauty, the Mount Pimmer Resort will provide additional employment to the local economy while offering a luxury destination to tourists. The project feasibility study along with initial conceptual drawings has been completed for an estimated development cost of $700 million and employment potential for 400 to 600 people. Throughout Indonesia there are significant wetland and peat areas that are underdeveloped. Draining of these areas can have a detrimental effect on the ecology and environment of the area. Cultivation of nipa in wetland and peat areas avoids impacting the environment and binds carbon, helping combat emissions. GHG, the carbon-bound values attached to planting degraded areas with nipa. This is another form of providing local population with a sustainable form of income in remote areas and has an estimated implementation cost of $5 million and creation of 2,500 to 3,500 employment opportunities. Integrated biofuel and crude palm oil will benefit smallholders producing loose fruits etc. with a sustainable income within the project area. Upgraded CPO has a ready global market while biopower oil can be used directly as fuel for heavy-duty industrial engines such as those found in the electrical energy production sector. To be located at Balawan, North Sumatra. Construction and commissioning of the plant is estimated at $5 million that will create 800 to 1,000 job opportunities. Analysts predict a rapid expansion of renewable chemical production by 2020. Bio-based chemical products are expected to make up 11% of the global chemical market. Initial 2017 production facility development cost is estimated at $25 million to be followed in 2018 by a $50 million production facility expansion program for a total development cost of $75 million, including 200 to 400 employment opportunities. This oil well revitalization project will use the patented bio-based chemicals produced from the biochemical plant as described in the previous slide. The project plans to purchase over 400 orphaned and distressed capped or shut-in wells and re-establish production at a cost of approximately $200,000 to purchase and revitalize each well for a total project cost estimated at $100 million in job creation for 80 to 100 people. The Sadai Sands high-grade silica sand concession is located in the channel area between Pulau Lepar and Bangka-Selatan and is 5,000 hectares in area. Mining of the sand will provide for a deeper channel between the islands, permitting the passing of marine vessels that currently is not possible due to the shallow water depth. The project will support marine transportation to the islands. Current sand reserve estimates are up to 461.24 million cubic meters. Estimate development cost is $80 million with the project providing 500 jobs initially, potentially increasing to 800. Pulau Tujuh is located approximately 70 kilometers northwest of Bangka Island and comprises 3 offshore mining concession areas totaling 25,258 hectares with commercial concentrations of cassiterite, zircon, monazite and ilmenite. Currently reserve estimates are 50,400 quintal, 1 quintal equals 100 kilograms. However, additional exploration work is required to establish JORC reserves certification. Marine mining techniques are required to be refined taking into account the water depth and overburden thickness. Estimated exploration and development cost is $350 million with potential employment for 350 to 500 individuals. Precious metals that remain unrecovered after traditional mining techniques are abundant worldwide due to the perceived uneconomic case for traditional metallurgical methods combined with aversion to outdated existing techniques such as cyanide lixiviation. Lixiviation technology has moved forward providing benign chemistry combined with electrochemical cells that are capable of accepting low metal concentrations in metal extraction to sub-parts per million using low-power devices with low upfront installed cost, suitable for remote areas. The equipment is containerized for ease of transportation and enhanced security. The corporate entity that controls the projects will require 25 management and support individuals. Each project will require 20 people. Therefore 5 to 10 operational locations offer employment potential between 100 to 200 individuals in addition to the 25 management positions for an overall cost of US $13.1 million. This slide summarizes the humanitarian projects portfolio that comprises 22 line-item projects, 24 projects in actuality, totaling US $24.413 billion and job creation of initially 19,455, potentially increasing to 34,025 positions. Project durations will vary. Mining projects will have a finite lifespan based on the resources of the mines. Agricultural and aquacultural projects will be long-term based on location availability, whether onshore or offshore. Geothermal power is a sustainable resource. However, project duration will be determined by the useful life of the plant and associated equipment. Hybrid airships will have a typical lifespan of 30 to 50 years and the oil refinery and petrochemical plant typically will last 50 years. City infrastructure and housing projects will have extended lifespans in excess of 100 years. Associated with all significant projects will be the provision of local infrastructure that will include housing and utilities, shopping and market facilities, education, medical and recreational sport facilities. Currently, Serenity West Pacific Company corporate group and affiliate comprise the companies detailed in this slide along with their associated business sectors. These companies and affiliate are located in the Seychelles, United Kingdom, Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia.